Little preview this coming weekend. Be prepared for the bitter cold. Santa's going to come into town. You know, he's used to these really Arctic temperatures. That's where he lives. But be prepared for some of the coldest air we have seen in years for this coming Christmas weekend. Record-breaking high-low temperatures, a definite possibility, but certainly the potential is there as Santa goes down the chimney and comes out with a bound and says, hey, it is going to be just bitter cold out there. Chris, if you would hit that space bar for me, having a little slow drive with our computer this morning, but it's only going to be in the mid-30s Christmas Day, dropping probably into the teens as we head into Christmas morning, probably somewhere from about 10 to 15 degrees across our part of the world. So be prepared, not only Sunday, but also Saturday as well. Going to be some very cold temperatures out there as we check out and show you exactly what's happening with St. Nick. 19 degrees. That's it. Look at that, a high of only 39 degrees on Christmas Day. So it is just going to be Arctic blast coming in. 35 right now in the Queen City. Once again, 35 is cold, but when you talk about high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s for the weekend, that's exactly the way it's going to be. Just some really cold air out there across the entire region. Winds are calm across the area. That's good news. We want to talk about any kind of wind chill problem out there. But dew point temperature 28, so we're not talking about any high humidity or anything like that. Across the region, here's the way it shapes up. Across the southeast, mid 30s in the Queen City. We're in the 40s in places like Little Rock, Jackson, Atlanta, but up north, where that cold air is coming from, check this out. The actual air temperature, this is not a wind chill index. -8 at Bismarck, -6 at Sioux Falls. All that cold air is coming south over the next several days, and we'll be here just in time for the upcoming week as we're talking about some of the coldest Arctic air we have seen in years, just in time for the upcoming weekend. Some other temperatures include Denver at 28, Marquette at 19 degrees. It's just a bitter cold air out there as we check it out. We're trying to get our computer. It's going extra slow this morning. We're talking about mid-40s for the afternoon. So be prepared for some cold air across the entire region. A bitter cold day today. Check it out. Futurecast. Everything's going to be south of us today. It's not talking about any precipitation here locally south of the Charlotte area, but as we get into late Wednesday and Thursday, we're talking about some very cold air. This is south of here today. Futurecast indicating maybe even a little bit of icy weather southeastern part of our viewing area. And this is Futurecast with bigger view of the Futurecast. We take you into Thursday. So be prepared. We could see a cold, rainy day. Look at that, all that rain tracking across the area. And then even Friday morning, the opportunity for a few showers out there. High pressure builds in today. That area of low pressure developing along the coastal section of the United States. That's going to pump in all that moisture as we get into Thursday and early Friday morning. I think the snow is going to be confined just to the North Carolina mountains. That cold air blasting south just in time for the upcoming weekend. So be prepared for that. We're talking about mid to upper 30s as we get into, I would say, Saturday and Sunday. Just some bitterly cold air tracking across the area. So be prepared for that as we head to the weekend. There once again, look at this. This is Futurecast taking you this afternoon. 43 here as opposed to 15 below zero at Bismarck, and it's 16 degrees there in places in the upper Midwest. 35 once again right here in the Queen City. Temperatures out there low to mid 30s locally as we take a look at the next 10 days at least. By the end of the month, we're back to where we should be this time of the year. We got to get through the weekend. There's that rain chance as we get into Thursday and early on Friday morning. And there we go, that range of high temperatures, upper 40s today, tomorrow, then cold weather for the weekend.